All right. What to expect when you choose to stay once discovering you are in a narcissistic relationship. So what's one to expect if they decide they love their partner, it's worked pretty good for them, and they want to stay in a relationship, but now they have new information and realize what they're dealing with and what they're working with. What should they expect with that, and how can they live a happy life choosing to stay in that relationship? Rain, take it away as the expert in this.
Thanks, Mel. So when you finally discover and you've come to terms with, okay, this person's a narcissist, I am in a narcissistic relationship, and now you're like, you're kind of okay with it. You're kind of like, you're not still trying to like, is it me? Is it him? You're not going through any of that. You're like, okay, this is it. I've named it. This is a thing. There are quite a few things for you to expect to happen in the relationship dynamics. First of all, somehow, some way, even if you've never told the narcissist that you assume that they are, or you gave them any articles about narcissism, something in them knows that you know. Okay. So expect that they're going to know. Now, there are many things that are going to happen. It really still depends on if it's covert or overt, or if it's a merge of both. But in general, they start to play all the tricks in the bag that they know on how to bring you back, right? The love bombing phase, the hoovering phase, right? So they'll start to either be super nice and everything you've ever asked for, they're actually trying their best to do, right? Because now they want you in. They know you know something, they know you've caught them out, but they want to reel you back in. When that doesn't happen, they'll try another tactic, which is the fear tactic, right? Which is getting a little aggressive and ignoring you and silent treatment and all that wonderful stuff that happened. And then when that doesn't happen, so what they do now is they're going to try all the means possible. Now, if you are really clear on that's narcissism and this is who I am, and I'm busy working on me in this dynamics because I don't feel safe enough to leave. I still have a fear of being alone, fear of never finding love, fear of not having a home, not having money. I have my kids, an array of stuff that we all have fears for. If you still have a fear, therefore you're still staying. Just expect that it's going to be like a circus, right? Because they're just trying everything to see what will hook you. Will fear hook you? Will getting everything you've ever asked for hook you? What's the way to bring you back? Because all of a sudden you have a different kind of strength, okay? So this isn't expecting what you will receive from them. The second expectation is, what do you expect? Who are you going to be? So expect that you are still going to be fatigued emotionally, okay? You're always going to be in a roller coaster. It's going to be the same roller coaster. The only difference is that you're not playing the game anymore. You're not going to entertain bad behavior anymore. You're going to find yourself more assertive and more concerned with, like, it's as if all of a sudden you can see the game for what it is. It's like this grand, you wake up and you're seeing the game for what it is. And so as you're observing this person, you're observing yourself, you're simply not playing along anymore. You're not giving your power in. You're not believing the projection. You're not believing the silent treatment. And when they do give you the silent treatment, which they will, what happens is you end up taking that opportunity to find more of you. You kind of get really happy to spend more time with yourself. And they're feeling all this. All this is happening. So they're like a dying lobster, right? When you put the lobster in the boiling water and they're still trying to squeak and come to life, that's the kind of thing. So it's everywhere, all over the place. As long as you're in your center, you're good. But please expect that you will be fatigued. You will be drained energetically. You will be fighting more for your right and freedom. You'll be arguing a lot more. You'll be requesting a lot more. And if your requests are not met, you will not invest that much energy in trying to convince them. So what actually ends up stopping is you stop needing to talk them into and convincing them to appreciate you, to see you, to love you, to talk to you, spend time with you, to adore you, all the other stuff. You stop doing it. It just all disappears, okay? And you become more centered. You start to request what you want. And if they don't give it, it's in a sense, you don't care as much anymore. It doesn't affect you because all of a sudden it feels like you have more space to build your own life and your own self. And your own self becomes a lot more entertaining, but you will be fatigued because being around such draining energy where someone's always pulling and tugging at you, right? Or not giving you what you want or even the help you need in the house, like basic help, right? Like to them, it's like such a big deal if they did the dishes or did something just really mundane. Like you have to be like in awe of them. It's like a privilege they did it. This stuff will fatigue you, right? Because they do want to drain your energy. So this is something that's really important. So once you know, doesn't mean you have to leave. You can stay. Just be aware that there are a lot of games that will be played. Okay. They may just get out of the house for a week and never come back if your fear is them not coming back. If your fear is, oh, they're suffocating me and I don't have independence, they're going to stick like glue to you, right? They're just constantly going to do the opposite of everything. What to pay attention to is who am I becoming? And what's really important is to applaud yourself for every iota of a newness that is showing up within you. I didn't answer back. I didn't defend myself. I didn't put any energy in trying to convince them of anything, right? I asked for what I wanted. They refused to do it. I never asked again, right? You're going to still defend yourself. You're going to find yourself falling off the thing because it really gets frustration. You really get frustrated. I mean, you're living with this person. You want them to act at least decent. But the most amazing part is you start to discover the person that you've been living with and you think they're an adult. They're actually 5 years old. So you're basically dealing with a child that simply never grows up, ever. That you're constantly trying to teach and put behaviors back and reprimand them and talk to them and make them know this is how you're polite. This is how to be polite. This is how to be respectful. This is how to listen to somebody. You have to play please and thank you. You're constantly training this being that's never going to grow up. But when you accept that this is the relationship you're in, no one will have to tell you. You're going to see it. If you have children, you're going to feel like this. If you have 2 kids, it's going to feel like this is the third child, right? And this third child is like impossible to take care of. It's easier to take care of your own kids because there's hope that they're going to grow up. But with this entity, there is no hope that they're going to grow up. But then you're going to let go of the thing of like, well, he's supposed to be, if it's a guy, he's supposed to be a man and mature and all the titles we give men, like responsible and the provider and the caregiver, and he should be empathetic and all this stuff you're going to get rid of. You're not even going to, you can't even see it in them anymore because they're a child now. So you're like, this little child is living in an outfit of a mature person. But I've been giving them the benefit of the doubt as if they are an equal in maturity when they're not. So you're going to expect yourself that you're going to see very clearly who this entity really is. And you're going to start deciphering. You're going to notice things that even if you've lived with someone for 30 years, it's as if the veil was removed and you're watching this incredible show, right? So expect to be really shocked. Expect that you will be really surprised and really shocked and then like really confused at times, like, was it always like this? Was he always like this? Was she always like this? This happens whether it's with a partner or with a parent or with a friend. Because once the veil is removed and you're seeing truth, the neurons of your brain are trying to reconnect to the new story or what they're actually really seeing. It's as if you've taken off the rose-colored glasses, that hopeful glasses, right? And you've deleted all the I wish and I hope and if only they can love me, then I can love myself. All that kind of disappears. And all that's left is the truth in front of you. So give yourself the opportunity to absorb it. Be okay. When you get shocked, be okay. Be okay with being surprised. If the thought comes, how didn't I see it all this time? Be surprised that you saw it right now. That's a privilege. It's a privilege that you're seeing clearly. So these are the things to expect, just so that you're not thinking, oh, once I know it, that's it, I'm free. You're not. Okay, there's a lot of things that you have to heal. There's a lot of detangle. There's a lot of neurons that have been burnt and need rewiring. okay, into what they need to rewire as you're seeing truth. So now you can assess life properly. Don't forget, you're confused and there's a whole array of stuff that you're going through. So just give yourself the opportunity. It's okay if you're fatigued. It's okay if they don't listen to you. Start to respect every aspect of yourself. Every little thing that you start to do better for yourself, I want you to make it huge. Oh my God, I didn't answer back. I didn't explain myself. My God, celebrate, leave the house, run around the block. I don't care. We want to reconnect yourself back to yourself, where the tiniest thing you will compliment yourself, because you are not used to complimenting yourself. Okay, you're used to only putting yourself down. So self-compliment is of vital importance once you recognize you're with a narc and you choose to stay. Okay, this becomes your homework and your lifelong until you leave. Once you know, anyway, it doesn't take long, and then you simply, your body can't stand it anymore. You just leave. Did that make sense now?
Yeah, that was perfect. You explained that very well. Okay. Well, we would love for you guys to comment on this below. We'd love to know, once you found out that you are in a narcissistic relationship, do you feel like you can stay in that relationship, or do you feel like you need to leave? So we'd love to hear, comment below on what's worked for you. There's not a right or a wrong. It's just, you can totally make it work. What's most important is that you just change your inner dialogue and just stop blaming yourself and feeling that inner pain. Because the whole goal here is to feel inner peace and self-love. We just want to make sure that you come back to you. So we'd love to hear in the comments below on that, or anything else you want to share with us. Also, please like and subscribe to this. That will help us grow. And you can also visit our Buy Me a Coffee site, where we have really cool products on there. We've got really cute jewelry. I've got these really fun earrings that I'm wearing right now, you can see. And we have ebooks and e-guides you can check out to help support you in your self-discovery journey. And yeah, make sure you check out this next, just got to check out this episode. We'll see you next time. Check this out.